Hello everyone, it's me again. It's another vlog. I'm so excited. It's officially spring now as I'm vlogging, and the weather this week is supposed to be amazing. We're supposed to have like 60-degree weather, which is insane because we're coming out of like 40s at the high. Also, look at these beautiful flowers my sister got for me for National Flower Day last week. They're gorgeous. I got some tulips. I forgot what those are. But so pretty. Right now I am cooking. We're making some mac and cheese, some crock-pot mac and cheese for lunch. So I'm getting all the ingredients. Water is boiling. I need to put some noodles in, and then I'm gonna add it in here. I've already added like the butter and cream cheese. We got some seasoning, some ground mustard, garlic powder, and nutmeg, and then an assortment of milks. Got normal milk, half and half. And I forgot to get evaporated milk from the store, so we're substituting it with coconut milk. We'll see if it turns out good, hopefully. I think I've mentioned this in a previous vlog, but it's actually easier for me to make like a big lunch rather than dinner because my evenings are so packed most nights with Taekwondo. And when I come back from that, I do not want to make dinner. It's like 7:30 at night, and I'm like, meh. So I'm making this for lunch, and then we're gonna have leftovers of something else from a different night for dinner. Anyways, it's time to add the noodles. All right, we want to cook this till al dente, 6 minutes. Full package of mac and cheese. I hope this turns out good because I have a feeling we're gonna have lots of leftovers. All right, Alexa, set a timer for 6 minutes. So I'm just gonna stir this, and then we're gonna add it to the crock pot. Got a lot of cleaning done today. Got to talk to my brother, who's serving a mission, so that was nice. And then big plans for the day is we have a lot of rocks to move into our backyard, and then we have a Taekwondo pre-test to see if we can test and rank up for our belts tomorrow. So we got to practice some forms for that later today. Like I said, we've been having warmer weather this week, and so it's time to officially boot out the broccoli from my indoor grow lights. So first we gotta check up on all the plants. Okay, this is my round tube broccoli. As you can see, they've got some long roots. I feel like maybe I could even pot these up. My first round of broccoli, I took them outside to harden them off, which basically means to get them used to the outdoor weather and like the wind and all the stuff that comes without being outdoors. But they seem to not like that. They kind of were getting a little droopy, and it's weird because they are a cold, hardy plant, but I planted a second round just in case my first round died. They actually came back pretty well, but they've been inside ever since. So now I'm going to take them all out, including round 2, and let's see if it survives the weather. I'm only going to leave them out for a couple of hours just to get them used to it and then increase those hours over time. But, oh, Ko snapped this one. He ate it. Oh, do you see that? Anyways, I got to put all these in the trays. That freed up some more space, so I get to plant some more things today, which I'm always excited about. So like I said, I only have one growing rack, but I have a lot of plants. So I kind of make these my secondary growing rack. They're just by the brightest window I have in the basement. And that's where I keep some of my broccoli. So this was round 1 of like my first batch of broccoli. And look, she's looking pretty good. So I'm gonna add her to here. But yeah, I got a couple of broccolis. I'm gonna try to move them outside now. Hopefully, I can plant these guys in the garden beds really soon. This mac and cheese recipe is fancy because it uses Le Gruyere cheese. I don't know how to pronounce it. Sharp cheddar and mozzarella. We get all the cheeses today and sour cream. I don't know if this is the healthiest recipe, but I know it's gonna taste good. Well, actually, I hope it's gonna taste good because I had to do some substitutes, and I've realized that I cooked the pasta for too long, so hopefully it's not mushy. This is an experimentation. Someone badly wants the cheese tax. You want the cheese tax? He even knows what that word means. The cheese tax, the cheese tax. You gotta pay the cheese tax. Now don't lick this grater. I'm even being fancy and shredding the cheese for him. Like, don't worry, this is not the usual. I don't usually feed him fancy cheese and I don't usually grate the thing, but because I have extra, he gets bougie cheese today. Spoiled little puppy. The mac and cheese is ready. Put some panko on top. I don't know why I grabbed a spoon. I'm usually a mac and cheese with a fork kind of gal, but let's try it. It's so cheesy. The macaroni and cheese box got nothing on this. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna be like a mac and cheese snob now after this. Time to do some more sewing. So, well, not sewing with like a needle and thread, but like seed sewing. So I just planted some tiger lilies that I harvested last year from my existing tiger lilies. But the seeds are so paper thin. It's the orange stuff in this pot. They're so thin and I got so many of them and I don't know if I like did it right. Like I don't know if they're actually like sproutable. Is that the word? It'll come to me. Anyways, I don't know if these seeds will ever sprout. We'll see. They just seem so thin. So I heavily seeded 3 of these pots with them. I mean, if they do sprout, I'm gonna have a ton in one pot. I'm gonna have to separate. But I am now gonna do a couple rows of Cosmos. We have the cotton candy Cosmo mix. We have the apricot lemonade. This one looks beautiful. I can't wait for that. And then I also just harvested my own pink Cosmos from my garden last year, which are in here. So gonna start sowing these. I think I could also start planting outdoors, which is crazy. I'm a little nervous to do that because we're not like out of the clear frost yet or snow, and I don't want things to end up dying, but I know that there's some plants that like to get in before it gets too hot. So it's like striking the balance between that is pretty difficult, especially since like this is only my 2nd year of gardening, so I don't really know what I'm doing fully yet. But you know what? It's all fun. If the plant dies, it's fine. All you have to do is just plant again. Like it's just a seed. It's just a seed, and the more you try, the more you learn, and the better you get. So now I'm going to make little name tags, signs. I don't know why my brain is not braining today, but I'm gonna stick them in so I know what they are. I just got done putting away some of the straw from my garden beds into these boxes for storage. I'm doing that so the beds warm up as it gets further into spring, and then when it gets too hot in summer, I'm gonna put the hay back on, just to keep the soil nice and cool and not to scorch the plants. But anyways, the straw acted up my asthma, so that's been really fun because I'm allergic to it. Fun fact. So our basement is half unfinished, half gardening center, and half dojo. And like I was saying earlier, today is kind of like our pre-test to see if we can test tomorrow to rank up. And we really want to rank up because we've missed the past 2 tests. So we're going for red stripe, and we're going to show you a little bit of our new form that we've been working on, but we have a bunch of other forms that we have to know for the test, as well as pins and escapes and throws and kicks and a bunch of other things. So we're going to practice for the next hour before class just to brush up and review. Anyways, there's a few things we need to tweak, but that's the gist.
Hello everyone, good morning. I woke up today not feeling great. It's actually kind of hard to speak right now because I've been having this thing for a couple of years where if I get really bad allergies, the uvula, like the thing that like dangles in the back of your throat, that will become like flat along with like the part of like the top of my mouth. So like it kind of like swells and then it like flattens with everything else, so it doesn't look like I have a uvula, and that just makes it really hard to talk. It hurts to swallow, it hurts to talk, drink. I have a sore throat. I also have some stuffiness and my head really hurts on this side. We're doing great. So I got this thing for Christmas 2 years ago after I came down from hiking Kilimanjaro. And literally, this was the only thing that soothed my migraines at the time. This thing is actually so nice because it plays like nice spa music, and then also has like heat and like massages your temples and your eyes and like just your face area right here. So that's what I've been doing. Spencer was also super nice to make a little elderberry juice concoction for me because that honestly helps so much. It doesn't taste the greatest, but it actually makes a difference. I have my water. I still really want to test today for Taekwondo, so I'm hoping I feel better. I'm honestly like, I can move around. My head just hurts and my throat hurts, but I don't have a fever. So I'm hoping that these things kind of like go away by the end of the day, but we'll see. So just spending the morning in bed feeling not the greatest.
We're on our way to the Taekwondo test. Next time you'll see us, maybe we'll be red stripe. It takes a couple weeks for the belts to come in, but it's getting real, like for real. After red is black.
We still have to go like from red stripe to solid red to
black stripe to black. But we've been doing this for 3 years, and it's been so fun. Honestly, such a fun hobby that Spencer and I like to do, and Ty and Jake when he was doing it. Like, it's just fun to do it all together. And I'm feeling good enough to go tonight. Definitely not at my bestest, but I'm gonna try and we'll see what we can do.
Right. Jump. Set.
Rare Spencer appearance. So we just got back from the test, and honestly, I didn't feel like I did too good, but then all the coaches were being like, that was a great test. And they said the same thing for Audrey, so I guess maybe I just have really high standards for myself, and it went well. We're back home now. Audrey's not on camera because she went straight to the bath because she's sick right now. She powered through the test, being sick like a champ. Hopefully not so sick that she just infected everyone. I do feel bad about that part, but she did not want to miss this because the next test would be in June, and she just didn't want to wait. But we're back home now. She went straight to a bath. We picked up some food on the way home because it's tradition to stop for a little something. So we got Neaters, which is like a bakery sandwich and soup place. We're just gonna have our dinner and just take it really easy for the rest of the night because she's feeling awful. Also, funny story, since I am always saying how much I do my homework, like why I'm never vlogging because I'm just always doing homework. This morning, I did textbook reading from like 10 a.m. all the way up to like 2:20, like straight, because I thought we had a quiz today, and we would have, except the professor apparently made an announcement last Thursday that we were postponing it to next week, and I missed it. So at least I've already read it, like read the material for next week, but feels kind of lame because I used the entire morning, and I would have rather done some different assignments if I had known that it was going to be later. But it was 6 chapters of textbook reading. It was awful.
All right, I'm feeling a little bit better today than I did yesterday. And Koa is so smart. When he sees me in a different outfit or with a hat on, he knows it's time to do something fun. So I'm about to tell him, Koa, do you want to go for walkies? You want to go for walkies?
Yeah.
He gets so excited. He's also just been such a good boy to stay by me while I've been sick. Like, He's been such a sweetheart and taking it easy with me, so I'm feeling good enough to take him on a walk, so that's what we're gonna go do. And it's a beautiful day outside, so let's go for walkies. Let's go get your leash.
Oh my gosh. Don't scare.
This is literally his favorite part of the day. Like, he looks forward to this the most. Yeah, you wanna go? Okay, baby.
Hi, happy boy. You're so cute.
Just got back from outside picking up dog poop and weeds. It's actually such a beautiful day today. And then I checked the weather and it's supposed to snow next week. We love that. Anyways, I am in the decorating mood. I am gonna put up some Easter decorations. I actually still have St. Patrick's Day decorations up that, I mean, I don't have a lot of St. Patrick's decor in the first place, but I do have some that I need to put away. Spring is here. It's time to bring out all the bunny decorations, carrots, all this jazz. So let's spruce up the house a little bit. Let's decorate for Easter. And I really do need to organize my storage closet because she is a wreck at the moment, but we don't talk about that. It is absolutely atrocious. So cute. Okay, I need to get the other end of the tape. Yay! We got the carrots. Let me show you something else I have set up. It's so cute. My sister got me these tulips, and I've never had tulips before. And I'm gonna plant these outside, but for now, they're in the house. They're my little dining table decoration with my bunnies. So fun. She also got me those flowers. Did I already say that in this vlog? I think I did. I feel like I repeat myself a lot. I need to bring up more. I don't know if I have more Easter, but we can go check. Let's go downstairs. I just checked. We don't have any more Easter decor, except I did have a wreath, so I swapped out the wreaths for the door. But you know what? It is time. It is time to officially tackle the beast of, this is so embarrassing, my hoarding closet. Okay, I feel like everyone has that one room in their house that is just unruly. If not, then you're absolutely perfect, and please don't leave a comment. But this is mine. This is my hoarder room. It is so bad. It's basically where I throw all of, like, the extra stuff in the house I don't know where to put, plus all the holiday stuff. Like, every holiday decor goes in here, and there's no organization. So I know that I do have some sort of labels somewhere in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring everything out of here. We're going to label the bins and then organize this once and for all because it's about time. This is too much, even for me. Okay, I found the labels. Some of them have already been used and I don't feel like they're too sticky, so I may have to put like tape over them when I'm done. But we got some organization here. This might take me an hour or two, honestly, to get all this out and then back in and in the right box. I think what I'm learning is I need to go to Costco and buy more totes. Not only for this, but also for the garage. I just have a lot of stuff. Maybe I just have too much stuff. How are y'all organizing your stuff? Okay, here's some more random stuff. I feel like I could go through these and like make a donation pile. Because maybe I could reuse this bin for a different holiday. Anyways, I'm gonna go through this and give you a little update later. Here's the after of cleaning and organizing. I know it still looks like a lot, but guys, you can actually see the floor now, which is insane. I can actually vacuum in here, and I'm gonna need to vacuum because there's a lot of random stuff. It's mostly from this thing that I was talking about earlier. This thing sheds. But I went ahead and labeled different boxes. I didn't have enough labels for all the boxes, and some of them were just random stuff in them, but most of the holidays are all labeled, and everything is just, I don't know, I can just see it better. If you have any tips on how I can organize this even more and, like, make it more aesthetic, it's definitely not aesthetic in the least, but now I can actually see what I have in here, which is nice. And I consider that a huge accomplishment. It took me at least like an hour and a half, I think. I don't know, I didn't really time it, but that's how long my YouTube video was, at least, that I was watching. So I'm getting hungry now. I'm gonna go get some food, but I think that is a success. Good job, Audrey. I've been putting that off for months. It's the end of the day, and I am about to finish George Orwell's
book 1984. If you remember from a couple videos past, I got this from a free little library. And I have been persistent in finishing all the books that I got from that video, and I did. I've read every single one, beginning to end, up until this one. This is the last one. I am 3 paragraphs away from finishing the book, so we'll see what I think. What? This book, oh my gosh. This book is crazy. I feel like when I first picked this up, I was like really into it. Like I would give it a 5-star, like 5 out of 5. And then as I was like reading more of it, I was like on the cusp of like, oh, maybe is it a 4 or is it a 5? Like, I don't know. About halfway through when he's given the book, which if you know spoilers, but like you read the book, then you know what the book is. That's kind of where like it kind of lost my attention, and then since then it's kind of gone downhill for me. I think this book is a 3 out of 5. I don't know how I feel about it. It's not a book that I would read to just have like an enjoyable time. It's kind of like there's a lot of deep thoughts and meaning in this book, and it honestly hurts my brain. And there's a lot of words in this book that I feel like I'm so dumb. I have to like Google the definitions for, and I'm too lazy to do that half the time. So like I'm trying to understand it without knowing the definitions. Anyways, I think that's where we're gonna end the weekly vlog. I hope you guys are enjoying these vlogs. We sure are having fun vlogging it all for you. Every week seems to have a lot of common themes and some new stuff sprinkled in as well. So thanks for coming along for the ride. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.